What's up, y'all? I wanted to take a few minutes here to spotlight another one of my rock star clients who has seen some incredible results since we first started working together. Her name is Melissa.
Hi, my name is Melissa. I'm 34. I live in upstate New York, and I just started working with Kelly in January.
Melissa has literally tried everything out there, all the cleanses, all the challenges, and she was stuck in that cycle of yo-yoing, where she would be on the wagon, drop a ton of weight, reach her goal, and then fall off of that wagon, gain all the weight back, plus some, only to have to start over from square one.
Prior to working with Kelly, I've done all the things, all the cleanses, all the beach body, all the fad diets, all the workout programs, gyms, at home. Currently, I work out at Orange Theory Fitness and also run and do other at-home stuff still. And I've always been active. I always played sports and danced, and as I've gotten older, I've just continued to struggle with the nutrition side of things and figured if I'm spending all this money to go to the gym and I've tried all these other things, why not be intentional in my nutrition? Reached out to Kelly to officially start working with her in January, and it has been such a great experience. I think the biggest thing that made me feel connected to her was she seemed so down to earth. And really, as we started talking, I think what became most apparent was that she wasn't just focused on what I was eating. She wasn't just focused on how I was moving my body, but really just holistic wellness. How am I sleeping? What are my stress levels? How do I think about myself? And how do I think about food? When did these sort of disordered eating behaviors start and what's sort of driving that? Just really looking at myself as a whole. And I realized then that my journey with her was going to be specific to me, which I think is most important.
She was so focused on finding that instant gratification and so used to those instant radical results that she was unable to find a balanced approach that allowed her to live a happy, healthy lifestyle. Go on vacation, go to brunches or out to dinners where she wouldn't immediately gain back a ton of weight. But honestly, what it comes down to is just proper knowledge and education of how your individual body works and what it requires to build a strong and healthy foundation of hormones, metabolism, and mindset.
I was used to losing a significant amount of weight within the first few weeks, and it happening quickly. Now, I always gained all of that weight back, sometimes even more than I had originally, lost, but it felt good in the beginning, and that was very rewarding to keep going. With this, it was happening slower, but what I've really come to understand and change in my mindset is that means it's more sustainable and maintainable long term. I can have an off day, have a ton of fun, have a St. Patrick's Day brunch and, mimosas with friends, and that doesn't knock me completely off track like it used to. When I was eating so restrictively during those cleanse cycles, if I did go off track, I would lose all of the progress. And I feel good. I have a ton of energy. I've had a lot of stressful stuff going on in my life in terms of work and things like that over the last few months, but still been able to maintain this through that. Have I been completely on track all the time? Absolutely not. And just really sticking to things as much as possible, continuing to be active, but not abusing my body in terms of working out too much. I think that's another thing Kelly has been working with me on, is just having realistic goals and recognizing that a lot of these other areas of my life, including stress and sleep and everything, have just as much of an impact on my weight loss as what I'm putting into my body. Since the holidays, I've lost about 23 pounds. I'm trying not to focus on the scale. That's another one of my goals because, outside of that weight loss, I also just feel stronger. I have more endurance. I feel better in my clothes. I've always used the scale as an indicator of progress, and I think Kelly's really helped me to understand that all these other areas matter just as much, if not more than the scale. So I'm not weighing myself every morning like I used to. It's been somewhat of a freeing experience. I just went on a vacation for a week, didn't track my food the entire time, and, didn't gain any weight. I did weigh myself when I got back and I hadn't gained any weight. And that was just such a relief that I have a grasp on what I'm doing. It has been a great experience, and I can't wait to see, where I am another 3 months from now. If you've been considering working with Kelly and you have any hesitation, I would say, reach out to her and have an information call. I think after speaking with her the first time and just really understanding that she wanted to know me individually and I wasn't just another sort of number that she would just give the same plan to, I think that made me feel really comfortable, and it's been 100% worth, the financial thing. It's been motivating. That's another motivating factor. When you invest in yourself in this way, then you stick with it. And it's been great to have her on my side during this sort of roller coaster ride that I've had over the last few months. So just do it.
Let's have a conversation today. I want to figure out if you are a good fit for my program and if you are ready to finally see the results that you have been chasing for so long and are ready to achieve those results and keep them for the rest of your life.